Kristin. So I thought I would do a little get ready with me today for you guys. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I think the last one I did, I ended up using music and fast forwarding it, and you guys didn't love that so much. You wanted to hear me talk, apparently. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a normal one today. I do, though, have my foundation on already. So far today, I have the Guerlain Layers Primer. Tell I'm trying to say that properly. I have the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo in number 46. And I have some Olay concealer. Okay, the garbage truck was going through and very loud. And then I set everything with my MAC MSF, which is almost gone. I need to do an update for you guys on like my project. Not 10 pan, but my use it up. You know. Okay, so I think that's everything on. Oh, and I have the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer on. Excuse me, I don't have that set yet. I'm letting that sink in a little bit. We'll see. I might not need to set it. I'm not sure. So hopefully, I'm going to try to get my mirror out of the way here, but close enough for me to see. I also have my eye primer combo on, which is going to be Topic Tuesday. So for those of you that were asking about my current, and Holy Grail eye primer combo for oily lids, that's coming on Monday. So I'm just going to go ahead and I just stuck my brush in here. These are a little bit powdery. So I'm using Chai, which is the pretty kind of pearlescent copper one. I haven't done any sort of tutorial or video like this in this room yet, so we'll have to see how this goes. And you guys are seeing this on Saturday, so I am, as we speak, picking up my daybed. Bob and I are going to either Appleton or Green Bay. We haven't decided which. I've already have it picked out, and the store, it's called WGNR, is in both Appleton and Green Bay. So that's what we're doing today. I'm sure that I'm filming a day in the life, too, for my vlog channel. So I'm just patting that all over my lid. I just love that color. This is actually Ashley from Makeup TIA. Excuse me, I'll link her below. She is the reason that, one of the reasons I wanted to get this palette. And now I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is from the Sigma Mr. Bunny line, E40, and I'm just softening that out. Can you guys see how much of a difference that made? Bam! Blue eyes. I get all excited about the silliest things. So now I'm going to grab my favorite transition crease brush, sort of brush. This is my Quo Crease shadow brush. It's got a little point to it. I just love this brush. And I'm going into Café, which is the matte, warm, mid-tone color. It's a lot, I think it's a lot like soft brown. Let's look. So, oops, let's turn my light off. Hello. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but so this is soft brown and that's Café. Soft brown has a little more orange to it, but I was curious. Okay, back to the eyes. This happens every morning, by the way. I see something, I'm like, I wonder if that's like, and then I go take it. Or I go look. This is why it takes me forever to do my makeup in the morning. And this, what I'm doing is transition color, if I didn't say that before. And I can try to, I have a video on that. It's not the best video I ever did, but I did a Topic Tuesday in transition color a while back. I'll try to list that below. It gives you some other, ideas for what colors are good for transition colors. I think I have some drugstore options in there as well. So that just evens out the line. Now I'm going to take my P80, and I'm just going to clean up the edge. I do this a lot, like throughout the process. Okay, now this is what I do. This is not what everybody. I'm going to take Shell, which is the matte highlight color, and I'm just using my Sigma E50. This is the one I've always used. And I'm just going to, well, you saw what I did. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys wanted me to talk. This is what happens. So hopefully you guys can see. I didn't want to zoom in because I was afraid that that would be too much zoomed in. You certainly could stop there. I feel like this palette is missing for me is a dark matte brown. I don't want to use black. There are some blacks you could. This black is very pigmented. So I'm actually going to grab my Sonia Kashuk palette, which I always have right at my hands. And I'm going to use this color right here. And I have a Sigma E25. I almost said MAC 217. It's like the same thing. And I just am putting a little on the brush, and I'm just going to sweep that in. Just add a little dimension. See how I got out of control again? Alright, I'm going to do that on the other one. And now I'm going to wipe the brush off. These are Kristin tips and tricks. These are not professional tips and tricks. I'm not a professional. I feel like I should have a warning right here. And then I'm just going to blend that out. See how it like just gave a little more dimension? I need to help my hooded eye on this side a little bit more. Not sure why I have more issues on this side than the other side. So I'm just kind of, not sure how to explain what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of rubbing and then pulling the tip into the crease a little bit. There's nothing on it. I didn't put any more color on it. Okay. Back to this. I didn't get too out of control. And I do like to wipe off this brush, my crease brush, and just make sure that that's a nice soft line. I don't do that kind of stark line very often, especially not for work. Again, clean brush. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to take my 239 brush and I'm going to go with the tip, you know, like that, into Chai. I'm going to pull that under. I'm going to start at the outer corner and go all the way in. Same thing on the other eye. So I feel really badly because Melissa from Mal and PHS tagged me, and so did Emily from Lizette's Beauty. Tagged me to do the wedding makeup. I don't know if you're aware, but I'm old. and I'm just taking this and softening that out again. And it's been a really long time since I got married. I also had my makeup done. I didn't do my makeup. I'm going back into that same dark brown color, same tip. I'm just matching that up. Hopefully you guys can see. And I cannot remember what, I know what brand of makeup she used. She used all Aveda because I went to an Aveda salon at the time. But no, I have no idea what color she used. So I feel badly because I like to do tags if I can when I'm tagged, but I don't remember. So the only thing I can think of to do is wiping off my blending brush again and just making sure that that's nice and soft. The only thing that I can think of to do is maybe just do a tutorial with my Aveda eyeshadows because nobody talks about those, but I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to grab my Amazonian Clay black eyeliner. This is the one that I'm using up right now. I'm getting there. That's all that's left. And so I'm going to line my upper line. I'll show you one and then how I do the one. And then I'll come back and after I've done everything else. So this is how I do this. I'm not yanking, I promise. I go across as close to the lash line as I possibly can. And I go about that far. I'm not going to stop there, but that's what I do with the product. And then I take my E Sigma 21 smudge, which I've talked about before, and I just smudge this into the lash line. And I pull this all the way in. I'm kind of hitting my waterline a little bit too, my tight line. Okay, so I do that. And then I will tight line. I usually do top first, but I'm going to do the other eye off camera. So this is, everybody asks me about doing a tutorial on tight lining, and I don't know how to do that for you. Because so I'm going to try to do it in the viewfinder. So I'm going to be looking at it and not you, so I don't poke myself in the eye. Actually, I'm going to have to look here. I literally am I'm just running the liner along that. Okay, I'm going to do the other one and then I'll come back. Okay, so I had finished my mascara and eyeliner. For mascara today, I use the Makeup Forever Lash Fibers. I use this when I'm using a mascara that tends to transfer on me. And the mascara that I'm using is the Rouge Bunny Rouge Pure Obsidian. And then to separate it out, of course, my Buxom Lash. If you guys are curious and want to see some sort of a video on what I do with my mascara, let me know about that. Okay, so I'm going to flip my Lorac Pro palette over, and I'm going to use the bronzer color in there, if I can spit it out. Actually, first, I'm going to use my NYX Taupe and my Napoleon Pardis Angled Contour Brush 15B, which you will hear about in my favorites. And I'm just starting right here. So last night, and now I'm going to use my tapered F25 in the bronze color. Tap it off. Just a little up here. Warm up my face. We had a horrible storm. We lost power, and we never lose power. Our power is underground. And it was not, it was like I don't know, so it was right in the middle of Big Brother, so like 7:30, and Bob and I are sitting there in the dark living room. I was voxing people, actually I was voxing Natalie, and instant messaging with Melissa. You know, I was, using up what precious battery life I had. I don't know why I was doing that. And then I'm going to take the coral color, the blush, in my Bobbi Brown blush brush. Also going to see that in my favorites. So yeah, the power was out, I don't know, for like, I think it came on about 9:15. Now Bob and I go to bed between 8:30 and 9 anyway. So we had gone to bed, and what we do is something I've done since I was in college. When the power goes out, I turn the I turn the lights on when I go to bed, so that when the power comes back on, it'll wake me up. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do today is use this NYX Butter Gloss Maple Blondie. This was a gift to me from my friend Jamie from her late night cravings. And I think it'll be pretty with that blush. And it smells really good. And I don't feel much like lipstick today. This is what I always do with lip products. All right, so that is my completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I haven't done one in a while, and you guys really prefer to have me ramble, apparently, instead of speeding things up. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will link everything that I put on my face in the order below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.